The civics test names several founding fathers and asks what each one is famous for. In this lesson, you will learn 5: Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, James Madison, and Alexander Hamilton. For each one, most questions ask you to name just one thing they are famous for, so you only need one solid fact per name. Every founder's accepted answers are taught here in full. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? The answer is Thomas Jefferson, or simply Jefferson. This is a high-yield, single-answer question. There is one correct name. Jefferson is famous for other things the test also accepts. He was the 3rd president. He doubled the size of the country with the Louisiana Purchase. And he was the 1st Secretary of State. But the headline fact to lock in is the Declaration of Independence, Jefferson. George Washington is famous for many things, and the test accepts any one of them. The accepted answers are Father of our country, 1st President of the United States, General of the Continental Army, and President of the Constitutional Convention. The two easiest to remember are 1st President and Father of our country. Note the exact title. Washington is the father of our country. Keep that wording. It matters for the trap coming up. 3 more founders, one fact each. Benjamin Franklin is famous for being a U.S. diplomat, the first postmaster general, an inventor, and founding the first free public libraries. Name any one. James Madison is the father of the Constitution. He was also the 4th president and one of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Alexander Hamilton was the first Secretary of the Treasury, and he was also one of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Quick anchor. Franklin is the inventor and diplomat. Madison is the Constitution. Hamilton is the Treasury. The classic trap is swapping the documents between founders. Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. Madison is the father of the Constitution. 2 different men, 2 different documents. Washington wrote neither. He was the general and the 1st president, the father of our country. Hold the titles apart. Jefferson goes with the Declaration, Madison goes with the Constitution, and Washington is the 1st president and father of our country. Here is the complete lesson, one fact per founder. Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. Washington was the 1st president and general of the Continental Army, the father of our country. Franklin was a U.S. diplomat and inventor. Madison is the father of the Constitution. Hamilton was the 1st Secretary of the Treasury. That is the full, test-ready set. Every accepted answer taught, nothing held back. The next step is making each name and fact pair automatic. Quick self-check before you move on. Cover the screen, out loud, in your own words. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Now 2 more. Name one thing George Washington is famous for, and who is called the father of the Constitution. Compare with the lesson. Thomas Jefferson, 1st President, father of our country, or General of the Continental Army, and James Madison. If those came out instantly, you are ready to drill the founders under pressure. If you paused, that pause is the gap timed practice closes.